My name's Jason Jarrett. I'm an exercise scientist and an exercise physiologist. Every injury is unique and every fitness goal is unique. Work with me and you'll get the professional direction you need with your situation. Greetings and welcome back, fellow YouTubers. Today we're talking about empowerment. Well, we've all heard of this type of thing. What does it mean though when it comes to exercise, when it comes to rehabilitation and injury management? Empowerment. Well, feeling empowered, feeling that you're in control, and most importantly, feeling that you've got the tools and the toolkit needed to manage your own situation. So if we're looking at someone who has an injury, I believe that empowerment would mean that you know how to monitor that injury. You know how to exercise by yourself and how to do movement therapy by yourself. You don't just rely on a practitioner. You don't rely on me. You don't rely on anybody else. That doesn't mean that you don't come to us every now and then for input, for updates, for consultations. But empowerment ultimately is you having the tools that you need to change your situation. This is what my passion is to give people the tools that they need for long-term change. There's nothing more satisfying, in my opinion, when I've had a client for a period of time and then they can go away on their own, they can spread their wings and they're feeling empowered and they're still doing it. I love when I catch up with a client a year or more later and they're still doing it and it's still working for them. And that's lifestyle change. I spoke about this in a previous video, why I don't like the 8-week challenge. This is why, because it takes more than 8 weeks to establish a pattern, a lifestyle change, and to give a client the toolkit that they need to do it, to feel comfortable, to feel confident, to feel empowered, to know what they're doing, to know how to do it, and why they're doing it, and what options are available when they need to change direction a bit. Or so that's empowerment in my belief. It's important that you have the tools, and yes, one of the little drawbacks of this approach is it takes a little bit longer. When I'm with a client, my approach takes a little bit longer contact period for me with a client. It does. I'm not selling an 8-week challenge where you come see me for 8 weeks and then you go away and you have everything you need, because no one can do that. No one can do that in 8 weeks, unfortunately. It does take months of work, months of working with a client who's determined, receptive, and actually listening, taking things on board, asking me questions. I had Alice on the show several weeks ago. Alice is an amazing client. She's one of those people who always asks questions. If I'm not careful, we spend our entire session talking, but that's a good thing. I'm a consultant and she consults with me. She taps into my expertise and we talk, and she comes away from it feeling more confident about herself and feeling more empowered. Ultimately, she goes away feeling more empowered. That's what I want. That's what I want to impart to you, and that's what I want to impart to all of my clients, is that you leave every session feeling a little bit more confident about yourself, feeling more in control. My goal is not for you to feel disempowered, and I have a real problem with practitioners who do this, overdiagnose their clients, make you feel dependent on their services. This is not a good thing, and the medical model, I think, does it a lot. Not always deliberately, not always for bad reasons. Some people do need to be a little bit dependent for a while because they're ill, they're unwell, they have injuries, they need to be careful. But we really need to promote a person's independence and empowerment as much as we can, as quickly as we can. This all ties into mindset as well. I've spoken quite a bit about anxiety and this sort of thing in the past. Lifestyle change, how it affects chronic pain. Mindset is so important, guys, for everything, for your journey, whether it's a fitness journey, a rehab journey. It's all so important. Mindset, just thinking about the things you want to gravitate towards. It's all really important. So empowerment, something I'm trying to bestow upon you. Hopefully I can do that via YouTube as well. Perhaps I can empower some people I've never met before. I don't know. I hope you're finding these YouTube videos useful, guys. So please feel free to comment below on things, perhaps the tools that you've received from a practitioner, whether it's medical health, exercise physiology, physiotherapy, or otherwise, or fitness based. What tools have you received that you've found to be empowering and useful? Thanks for watching.